All right, Galadon, where the heck are we?
I have no idea. I don't know. Wherever we are, it was a long bus ride from Helsinki, though.
Yeah, it was about 2 hours north. I think we're in a city called Tampere.
Tampere, okay.
It's pretty cold, man.
I like it, man. It's a lot like a little Helsinki.
It'll be fun to do ground versus air here.
It's exciting. But the update, man, I mean, to see the bomb tower in action, I'm excited.
It's cool. It's very cool. I just hope the cold goes away, though, right?
It is cold. But don't worry. It's only temporary.
Yo, who's that over there?
That's Powerbang.
Really?
Yes, right there.
We could use him on the live stream.
What is he doing?
We should bring him in to do the replays.
Oh, he could commentate the attacks.
Yeah, let's get him on the bus.
Yeah, let's bring him on.
Yes.
What's up, guys?
Yo!
What's up?
What's going on?
Brother.
Nice awkward handshake.
Dude.
This is going to be an awesome stream.
I agree. I'm looking very much forward to it.
Let's get to it.
Awesome.
All right.
Right. Welcome to Tampere, Finland. I am Galadon here with Chief Pat, and we are here for the Clash of Clans update, friendly 5 versus 5, ground versus air war.
That's right. New friendly war has been introduced to Clash of Clans inside of the new update. We're going to be checking out ground versus air in a pretty epic event, and we got a lot of new stuff to show off. We got new levels for the baby dragon, new levels for the dragon, the bomb tower, which has been destroying you inside of friendly challenges. Try to forget it, as well as, of course, the new friendly war feature, which is going to make this possible.
And buffed witches. People have been waiting for that forever.
Oh, yeah.
Majorly buffed witches. It's going to be very cool.
It's going to be pretty awesome. I can't wait.
Yeah, so we've got 5 versus 5, ground versus air, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be familiar a little bit, but new because it's the new friendly war feature for the first time.
Yeah, and so the teams, we're going to have a little bit of a twist to show off the new updates. So we're going to have the ground team, which obviously is only going to be able to use those ground troops. They're not going to be able to use the healer, not going to be able to do any sort of sophisticated queen walk. And then obviously for the air team, before the update, you might think they'd be at a little bit of a disadvantage, but given the new troop levels, it's actually pretty even from what we've seen so far.
Yeah, lots of practice attacks, and it was close. We figured ground would have an advantage, but man, air has just been killing it. The dragons, even Lavalunion doing really well. But I did hear about some infighting, and I think there's an empty CC somewhere on the air side, but we'll get to that in a minute.
Yep, should be pretty amazing. Well, why don't we bring out the teams?
Let's do it. We'll start out with the ground team first.
All right.
Welcome, gentlemen. Make yourselves comfortable. Everybody's got their iPads. That's a good sign. All right, so we'll get to know you guys briefly. We've got our 5-member team here, starting out with MP Wonder.
Hi.
Team captain, clan leader. Welcome. Your team ready?
Absolutely.
Yeah, they look prepared. They look confident. Slim Jim, you look like you're ready to snap into a base.
Yeah.
All right, that's Slim Jim right there. He is up, our number 2. And then next we've got Locke, the Great Locke. You guys might remember him from ClashCon. Yes. And he's got sporting the hoodie there as well.
They're full black right now. They're going to a funeral.
That's right, man. You guys are ready for an air funeral, huh? Lord Oliver, welcome back, buddy. You've been in a few now. We saw you in Nordic Clash, Finnish Clash. You're all over the place.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
Excellent. All right, we're ready for those 3-star attacks. And then last, but of course not least, the guy who always keeps his cool even when he's raging, Rage Cool.
Hi.
Welcome, Rage Cool.
Thank you.
And there's your ground team. But first, we're going to take a look at a quick video. Kind of gives you guys a little more insight into the team and how they got ready for today's battle.
Driving.
You ready, guys?
Yep.
Man up.
Yep.
Oh, ground team. Hey.
I think we're looking at number level 1 here now.
Yeah.
Oi! You need to upgrade. We can't bring him to war. You're more like the air team. Just imagine them standing there now.
Yeah.
That's a typical level 3 archer.
Yeah.
The war ain't starting yet.
3, 2, 1. Whoa.
Nice.
Oh, level 6.
Ground team.
All right, that's the ground team introduction. Safe to say that they did not bring their wigs to the event. A little bit disappointing, and obviously a little bit intimidating for your opposing team, which is going to be Team Air. Let's go ahead and bring them out. All right. Team Air rolling in. First of all, looks like we got team captain at the end. Neri, the only person not wearing black today. So congratulations on that.
Hi, Brazil.
Good to see you, Neri. All right, next up, we've got Tor. This is a hard name for me to pronounce. Torverluf, Finlandia's own, repping for Finland. How are you feeling?
Hi, good pronouncing.
I'll try my best.
Hyvä Suomi.
All right. All right, next up, we've got Lord Val, representing France. How's it going?
So anxious, but thanks. Hi, Zubchromate. Hi, BFA. Love you guys.
All right, awesome. Number 4 is going to be Super Finch from the forums, one of the most confident players we've seen from rehearsals. A lot of swag coming into this one.
Hi, clan. Hi, family.
Good to have you here. All right, last up is going to be Judo Sloth, very ferocious attacker. Judo,
Hi.
how are you feeling going into this?
Pretty good. I think we have definitely been given a boost because of the update, so we'll see how it goes.
All right, well, to learn a little bit more about Team Air, we've prepared a video to show you a little bit more about what they're about.
Whoa! Our new secret weapon, the bomb tower.
Awesome.
I'm gonna stick this right next to the town hall.
We're gonna take too long then.
Look, you can almost see the town hall.
Yeah.
How many of these we should have? 1, 2.
2. But the best thing is, they don't affect us. You could get a lot of gems if you cut out all these trees.
All right. Air team looking pretty confident out there.
Yeah.
So definitely looking forward to using that bomb tower on the ground team, I guess, huh?
Not too stylish, but
So-
we'll have to take it.
Yeah, not rocking the hair that the ground team was. So again, welcome you guys. I know that you guys kind of do odds favorites maybe. People are thinking that the ground team might have a little bit of an advantage simply because you guys can design your bases strictly against anti-air. What do you guys think? Are we going to see some different bases today?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Everything's on the air. A lot of walls to smash.
That's true. That's true. No queen walk. They get no wall breakers. Maybe a queen walk with a jump spell. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. All right. And what about ground attacks? I saw you guys using like Go Wee Wee this week. Maybe breaking out some P.E.K.K.A.s.
Yeah, a lot of strategies today. We got bowlers, witches, clone spells, which obviously got a big buff, so it should be interesting.
You guys haven't seen too much of a difference from that bowler nerf?
Not really, no.
Good to hear. All right. Good.
Well, Team Air. So you guys obviously getting a lot of changes to Air, obviously with the upgrades to the dragon, the baby dragon, even the clone spell. A lot of people cloning balloons. What type of strategies do you guys think you might pull out inside of this war?
I think we have to try and utilize the new troop levels. The good thing for us is we can adapt current strategies within the game because we're not affected with the bomb tower. So I think trying to use the new dragon and baby dragon levels will be key.
Yeah, definitely. And that might mean we see a lot of different spam attacks. What do you guys might have cooked up there? You got anything good coming for us?
I think so. It's been in a lot of strategies too. With the new levels, I think we come out new things on this war.
Yeah, it should be a pretty amazing time. Well, for this broadcast, we actually picked up a random guy off the street corner, if you might have seen from the introduction video. We have Powerbang, who's going to be analyzing replays. Powerbang, how's it going?
Hey, it's going great, Chief Pat. Thank you, Galadon and yourself, for picking me up off of the street onto the bus. For those of you that don't know me from YouTube, I am Powerbang. I am a Clan War enthusiast, and I am excited to watch today's friendly war between Team Ground and Team Air. Best of luck to both clans. So let's kick it back to Chief Pat and Galadon, and let's see some action.
Awesome. Action we're definitely going to see. This is going to be interesting. I know a lot of people have been waiting to see the update in action, see the bomb tower crashing down on stuff. More than just a sneak peek video, we're going to see actual friendly war.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. Again, main point of this is to show you guys the brand new update, but obviously throwing in a little spice with the ground versus air is going to be awesome. If you guys haven't seen the release notes or any of the videos that might have been posted, again, a bunch of new troop levels, Dragon, Baby Dragon, as well as the Wizard, rocking a new shiny little cow.
That's Lucy's looking sharp.
Yep, the friendly war features where you can challenge any clan you want to as little as a 5v5 battle, and a bunch of other changes which are sure to make it a pretty awesome update.
25 new walls.
Yeah.
Can't forget to mention that. You should see these bases are huge. So let's check out the rules. You guys may be familiar with it. Obviously the new update content, 5 versus 5. So just like in a friendly war, each attacker is going to have 2 chances. And with only 10 total players, it's going to be interesting seeing some cleanup battles. And the 3 stars, I think they're going to be pretty sparse.
Yeah, they're going to be pretty tough because every single player today is going to have a fully maxed out Town Hall level 11. So level 40 heroes, obviously 20 for the Grand Warden. All the troops are going to be completely maxed out. And like we said, it's a little bit of a different twist. Ground team's only going to be able to use their ground troops, and then Team Air is going to have to stay up in the sky.
Yep, and same for the CCs, which really makes it a little more predictable, which I think is one of the reasons that it's really unlikely that we see a 3-star. Because these guys are completely prepared. They know exactly what they're facing in the CC, more or less, and the bases. I'm looking forward to it. So why don't we just get into it?
Let's go into the first attack.
Team Ground with the first attack. So which one of you guys is going for it first?
With me.
Lord Oliver, all right. You're the brave one to step forward first. And have you chosen an opponent?
Yeah, since Sweden and Finland always like to battle.
Uh-oh.
Then I have to go for my neighbor, Torev.
Oh.
So right off the bat, you've got Sweden versus Finland.
A little bit of a grudge match to start off. We're actually going to have every player is going to be able to choose who they attack during this one. I know in previous broadcasts we might have gone down the line. So this is going to be an interesting battle. Again, 11 versus 11. So for Team Ground, we'll have to see if they can pull out a solid 2-star to start this off.
I'm super pumped the idea that it's going to be a completely level playing field as far as the bases, the units, the heroes.
Yeah.
It's all going to be decided by the troops. Air versus ground. It's going to be crazy.
And we've seen a lot of diversity during the broadcast as well. We've seen during the rehearsals, we had a bunch of different army compositions. I know Lord Oliver actually used, he was one of the few people to actually try out Valkyries. He's not using them today. But take a look as he is bringing
He's got Hog Riders. I love it.
Yeah.
He's the one. Lord Oliver was talking about this all week, about the idea of bringing in Hog Riders now that the double giant bomb will wipe them out.
Exactly. So the giant bomb now doesn't do 1.5 damage or 1.5 times as much damage to Hog Rider. So a double giant bomb will not kill a Hog Rider, but the bomb tower is so strong against the Hogs that it makes it a little bit more difficult to crack through a base.
Yeah, and he had a lot of success in this. I saw one of his attacks earlier, and you wouldn't think Town Hall 11 Hog Riders, it's not a common sense thing, but post-update, it's got some good funneling going with the golems around the outside, the wizards, and now they're all headed in towards that enclosure he opened with the wall breakers.
All right, I think we've seen this base design pretty frequently before. Jump Spell's going to go in the very center to get to the Eagle, still holding on to the Hog Riders right now and trying to figure out a decent way to get him where he wants him to go.
Yeah, he's got to get that clan castle down. That dragon would just help annihilate them. As with the bomb towers, you can see them at the corner at 12 and 6 o'clock.
Yep.
Units headed towards the core.
2 giant bombs did just explode, so that's going to give him the
Here they come.
off his Hog Riders. Right now on the bottom left-hand side, Queen still has her ability, and she just locked onto the Town Hall.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And the opposing Queen is sitting there, as usual, with the question mark.
The Hogs, though, they helped ensure that pathing went towards the Town Hall, but the Queen did a good job. There goes her ability. There goes the Town Hall. And almost to the 2nd star already.
Yep, so 1 heal spell is left. Might be saving it for a rainy day as it just goes down right now onto the Queen, and 49%.
Oh, just lost her.
Gonna take it down to the wire, but star number 2, I have to say, that's a pretty good start for Team Ground, getting 2 stars on the board in the very beginning.
Yeah, Grand Warden and that Wizard at the bottom. Got some clutch deployment of archers right at the beginning on the far right of the base that we didn't really see, that probably made the difference between a 49 and a 53.
All right, so just a little bit of HP left on the bomb tower, but a nice attack from Lord Oliver to start it off. Very well done with 2 stars.
Solid attack, yeah. We saw him practicing all week with Hog Riders and really showing that they can be effective. And you know who else we should talk to about this? Powerbang in the P.E.K.K.A. Cafe.
All right.
Lord Oliver squeaking out the 2-star there. Nice work, man. The Hog Riders kind of coming in late around the side here. Unfortunately, the Eagle artillery does lock onto them, as you can see, and it significantly shortens their lifespan. They end up getting nuked before he can get off the heal spell, and it turns into a narrow 2-star, and it could have been a much higher percentage had we got that heal down just a little bit sooner. Good try, man. Best of luck on the next attack.
All right, so that's what happened to the Hog Riders. I was wondering where they went.
Yep, there you go. That's why we got him back there. Yep. Break it down. Give us the deets.
Give that guy a raise. Well, that's it for the first attack of the ground versus air live stream. We're going to go ahead and hop right into attack number 2, and this one's going to be coming from Team Air. Who are you guys choosing?
I'm going to go first.
All right, Judo Sloth. Very, very strong. Yep. Great funneling in the rehearsals. I can't wait to see what you pull out. Who are you going to be attacking?
I am going to attack Rage Cool.
All right.
Rage
Judo
Cool.
Sloth versus Rage Cool.
End of the couch confrontation.
Absolutely. They're as far away as possible.
You made a good point earlier when we saw Judo Sloth's attacks. Very measured, very, very slow, super patient. And man, his stages of his attacks, I hope that we see that again, because that was pretty impressive.
Yeah, we'll have to see exactly what they bring out. Obviously, they didn't want to reveal their whole hand inside of rehearsals. But the dragons and the baby dragons, if you can get those to go right in the center to the town hall alongside the minions as well as your heroes, it tends to be pretty powerful with those new upgrades. So let's go ahead and check it out, as he's already deployed lightning and taken out the air defense.
Zapquake right away, and this is exactly what we saw before. Check out how he can deploy these baby dragons. They stay in rage. They're just maybe within 1 tile tolerance of losing that rage spell. Those 2 on the right, they are still enraged, and he's going to clear out that CC early. And now they're going to converge. He's got the poison, though, to take care of the archers.
All right, looks like the baby dragon's going to keep getting those archers to stay in the poison as long as possible. The poison's going to accelerate and take those out. The wizard's going to pop as well. So definitely a solid start to the battle. Obviously, for the air team, it's very difficult to get to the town hall, especially when stuff such as balloons and Lava Hound's not going to be able to lock onto it directly, but he does have a ton of dragons for this one, so he should be able to get to it fairly easily if the funneling is correct.
Yep, and those baby dragons coming in 1 by 1. We saw this before, making sure he's utilizing that the rage from them being lonely. And here we go, there it is. So we got the King, Queen finishing the funnel at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, so it looks like he should be entering in on the bottom right-hand side to try to get to that town hall. Clan Castle might serve a little bit of a problem if you're trying to get those dragons to funnel correctly, but let's see what happens as the King and the Queen are still making their way through the bottom.
Yep, again, this is what we saw from him before. Very patient, 28% damage, now just waiting for the heroes to clear this to make sure that he paths to that really deeply embedded town hall, but I'm wondering where the Teslas are.
Look at this guy's focused face on the camera. He is dialed in, not cracking a smile whatsoever.
That is concentration.
He's going in. The Queen still has her ability. He's going to hold on to that and deploy it right now onto the Expo, and here comes some of the air troops. Lava Hound is down, and here comes the balloons and dragons.
There it is, man. That massive group headed right in. They're going to go after that CC. Where do they go after the CC? What? Oh, off to the left. Look at him move after that Inferno Tower, and there's the Teslas again. Massive air skeletons. They're everywhere. They're going to hunt down all sorts of units, but the dragons made it into the core, and there's that last rage spell.
Oh, the dragons got there so easily.
My.
The skeleton traps actually helped lure them in just a bit, and at 49%, about to pick up a second star for Team Air to keep them right inside the battle.
Making it look easy, and this should be above 52%, so he's cleared the second star with ease. He's got a few dragons left. He's going to get an Archer Queen over there, doing some work.
Still doing work. The dragon's going to keep attacking that cannon. 58%, pretty nicely done, and actually might even get to 60.
Oh, she dodged that bullet. 60.
Pretty well done by Judo Sloth.
Wow. Well played.
Even going to get an applause. Team Ground, they didn't get an applause last time.
That's true. The crowd may be showing some favoritism here, but
not
solid.
Not like they have a fin on their team.
No, not at all. Yeah,
we'll forget that. But really nice attack right there. And yeah, 60%, definitely good to get the nerves out of the way and put up 2 stars.
Exactly, breaking the ice, 2-2. And let's go ahead and talk to Powerbang and take a look at the highlights of that attack.
Judo Sloth with a brilliant opener to that, getting some great funneling done. Drop the baby dragons in early to funnel the right side. The heroes funnel the bottom side. Leaves up a very narrow path of buildings you see here to get into the town hall. Follows up with the troops from the army camps at this point. A whole bunch of balloons goes in, and it's a really nice split with the balloons. Some of them head off to the Inferno Tower, but when the Tesla pops in the core, some of them reroute to that. They clear that out with ease. The dragons follow that up, take out the town hall, and then lucky enough to have the queen stay alive by landing in that Grand Warden ability. So really nice job from Judo Sloth, keeping a very patient attack and getting the 2-star with ease.
Pretty well done by Judo Sloth, like we said. And 2 stars, definitely great in the very beginning, especially for the first 5 attacks. You want to get those out of the way, and then you can go for the high percentage 2 stars or even try for a 3. And that'd be pretty awesome if we caught that live.
It would be, but I still am hoping for a 10-10 tie that it comes down to percentage. I just think that maybe 3 is a little bit much to ask from these guys. No queen walk, nobody's allowed. You know, ground team can't bring healers, air team can't bring wall breakers, so everybody's handicapped. But we found that it's a pretty close handicap.
Yeah.
It's not as far off as we first thought.
Yep. All right. Well, with that, let's go ahead and get into the 3rd attack of the day. This one's going to be for Team Ground.
All right,
who is
guys.
up to bat?
That'd be me.
Excellent. Great lock is going for it. And have you chosen your opponent?
Yeah, going to take one for the team and try and hit out Lord Val.
All right, Lord Val. So right in the middle of the couch for both guys.
Cross couch action.
So yep. So we got a little UK and France action going on there, maybe. So another ground team attack. And now, you know, the pressure may be starting to build up a little for these guys. You see a lot of 2-star attacks.
You don't want to be the first one not to get at least 2 stars.
Exactly. So
don't want to give
no
the caster
sort of
curse.
pressure on that or anything.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and get into that battle right now. Looks like the battle's already underway. And take a look at the bowlers on the top right. They're going crazy.
Right in there.
All right, bowlers are going to keep making their way through. Jump spell goes down. Let's see how many bowlers actually keep going over there.
Yep.
Clone spell was just dropped, I believe.
Yep.
The clone spell did receive a change in the most recent updates where it's actually going to make those clone troops last longer. And you can see it paying off dividends with the town hall going down.
Just annihilated. And this, such a familiar donut base, but you guys may recognize how much bigger it is because of the additional 25 walls. But it didn't slow Great Lock down. He's already got 2 stars. And man, this attack was over as quickly as it started, so fast.
Yeah, that was a quick attack.
Man.
You thought for a second it might get up into, you know, like the 70s as far as percentage went, and still does have the queen's ability to try to get as many points as possible, but it sort of died out in the center right after the town hall went down. But you can't complain with 2 stars to help out your
that's
team.
fantastic. And he's got a wall breaker and some archers left. We'll see if there's anything else he can pick off here. Doesn't look like anything at the top of the base. There's 1 elixir collector bottom right.
Yep, that's going to go down fairly easily, scouting out the rest of the base. Wall breaker just got deployed somewhere, and just going to double down on this elixir collector right here, and hang
that might
out.
be about it. Those archer towers pretty much all the way around the perimeter of the base, going to make it impossible to grab anything anywhere else. Can't quite get to 60, but 59, solid. A solid attack again. Great lock, well done.
All right. Well done by Great Lock. Our first bowlers of the day. I'm sure it's not the last time we're going to see the bowlers.
Exactly.
And they're going to be a staple inside of a lot of these armor compositions. Well, with that, let's go ahead and throw it to Powerbang yet again to see how the bowlers took down that base.
The Great Lock locking up another 2-star for Team Ground. Really a little bit sketchy sometimes trying to jump into the core on a ring base, but what I liked about this raid is he dropped the clone spell, which is not often used, but he has used it here, regenerated some bowlers fresh in the core. They're able to easily pick up that town hall, and he gets a whole lot more to boot with heroes that are still alive with abilities. So very nice job to the Great Lock picking up that 2-star.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Powerbang. And yes, cool to see another ring base, that donut base, even with additional walls. We're seeing some of the new bases as well. And why don't we go ahead and take a look at the total score so far. And just after 4 attacks, it is close. It is all 2 stars.
Yeah, 3 attacks in. Team Ground
That's
with
right.
4 stars, Team Air with 2 stars, but Team Air obviously with 1 less attack, they're going to have a chance to tie it up. And you have to feel pretty good about their odds. Again, 3 straight 2-star attacks. Haven't seen any horrendous fails, which is obviously great on a live stream in front of plenty of people. So Team Air, who's going to be next up to bat to try to even the score up?
Gonna be me.
All right, Nary's going to be going. And who is going to be your victim?
MP Wonder.
All right. Team captains.
The team captains are going to duke it out. They're going to battle.
End of the couch, Nary versus MP Wonder. Nary did have a very strong defensive showing as far as his base went when we were doing a little bit of tests. Obviously, with this newer update not being available for everyone just yet, it should hopefully be available later this week.
Soon, definitely soon.
Soon with the trademark side.
But yeah, I'm excited to see Neri's defensive base, because I'm excited to see defensive bases change in general, because it's going to be a lot of fun to cover some of that new content as people come out with all sorts of new base designs.
Yeah, nothing's better than making a base design and then having Supercell release 25 more walls to where it's completely useless and you have to do it all over again. Well, with that, let's go ahead and check it out.
And speaking of new base designs, check out the double-lined walls. There's a blast from the past, but obviously with no wall breakers, that's why you're going to see that.
Yep, double walls will be effective, and he's going to be using Lava Lunion. This is classic. No baby dragon to scout anything out, and the Lava Hounds have already gone down to the very top, and he face rolled some balloons on that island.
Wait, isn't that 4 Lava Hounds? Isn't that Quattro Lava Lunion?
Stop with it. No, get out. All right, well, Lava Hounds are popping left and right. The Legend of the Last Lava Pup is not going to be happening during this one. Those guys are being burned down. Free Spell went down onto the air defense as well as a Tesla, but the balloons are trying to barge their way into the center of the base.
Single target Inferno on the right, multi on the left, and you do have a huge crowd of pups and minions that are trying to get towards the core. Doesn't look like it's going to happen though.
Yeah.
CC is going to stall him out.
Yeah, Neri's trying to destroy as many buildings as possible to help out the king and the queen. He still has those left to try to get to the town hall. The minions are going to help out just a little bit and take out a gold storage. But at 50%, a star has been guaranteed. It's all about the town hall.
Exactly. That would normally be if you're attacking for trophies, maybe you'd be able to relax. But that's not where he wanted the king to go.
Yeah,
that is going to be trouble.
I think either way, he sort of the king had to slap through somewhere. So he's going to have 3 walls to break through. So we can take a quick commercial break.
Be back in about 60 seconds.
Yeah.
No, where do you think he's going to go after this? You think he's going to wander all the way down after that wizard tower?
It could go for the wizard tower or the elixir collector. Having to break through 2 walls, I wonder how intelligent he's going to be. Neri just let out a little bit of a...
Oh, nice. That's exactly where he wanted him to go.
All right.
Neri's happy. They're happy over there in Team Air, because this means once the king has created this path, it's almost certain that the queen will head towards the town hall or the elixir collector and get the town hall immediately afterwards.
Did you just say something certain with the queen?
It's the caster curse.
Yeah.
It's the caster curse.
I don't think anything's certain with the queen.
No, I swear. I think that there's something that they sneaked into this replay, because from what I've seen this week, the queen is smarter than ever.
Yeah.
Post-update.
He's holding on to the king for a while. There's only 39 seconds left.
Oh, wow. He is getting short on time.
So the king's going to go ahead and go there. And there goes the ability is going to be popped right now.
Yep. Here he goes.
30 seconds.
All right. I missed where she targeted when she first got dropped, but I'm guessing she's going straight to the town hall right here.
Yeah, there's no other choice.
Straight for beautiful, beautiful. There's your second star. I heard a sigh of relief from Neri. She locks onto the town hall, 54%, second star, and now it's just a matter of percentages. Just trying to grab a couple more. She's already used her ability. 55, and maybe 2 more structures here.
Yep, she's doing pretty well, but keep in mind only 3 seconds left on the clock.
Oh,
so he's actually going to run out of time and give away a couple percentage points. But 2 stars for Neri. Nicely done for Team Air. That's going to keep them right in the thick of things as we finish up our 4th attack of the Ground versus Air live stream.
That was solid. That was a solid attack. Well done, Neri, and his team. Congratulating him over there, tying it up 4-4. And man, I mean, just the patience from these guys is great.
Yeah.
These larger bases, it's the time can sort of become a factor when you're working with multi-stage attacks and that big of a base. You can see how much it's taking up you're going to eventually have to expand the whole playing area. They keep getting bigger.
Maybe they'll even bring the waterfall back one day. We can have a pipe dream.
I like it.
All right. Well, with that, let's go ahead and get into our next attack, which is going to be for Team Ground to keep. It's sort of a cat and mouse game, just going back and forth, seeing if they can maintain the lead. Team Ground, who are you going to put up?
That's me.
All right.
All right. Rage Cool is going for it. All right. Rage Cool, who are you attacking?
Difficult bases, but I think Super Finch will have to be the victim here.
He's going for Super Finch.
Yeah.
Super Finch has got a good base. You know why, right? Because he's a Super Finch. Stop. Super Finch. Stop. He's Super Finchy. Yow. Sorry. Okay. So, thank you.
All right. Well, with that, let's go ahead and get ready to get into attack number 5, and hopefully the game volume will be able to cleanse our ears of what we just heard.
I don't know, Super Finch, he was tough this week, man.
Yep.
He was tough.
Well, let's see. Super Finch is number 2, so let's go ahead and see as number 3 Rage Cool attacks. Golem's already down on the top right and the bottom right, and we do see 5 of the, I guess, new and improved witches.
Definitely. Something like nearly triple the hit points.
Yep.
So much more durable than they used to be.
Yep, they're going to be able to survive through a lot more. The bowlers are going down as well, and with 2 jump spells, should have a decent shot to get to the core. I think some wall breakers got destroyed on the bottom right, though.
I love to see the use of the bowlers continue even after this nerf. I would hate to see them go the way of, say, the 2014 Valkyrie.
Oh, man.
So it's exciting to see players still using the bowlers, and they're still being super effective.
All right, so early pop for that Eternal Tome. Got to make sure that most troops stay alive. Did actually get some value out of that bomb. But take a look at the bowlers taking out that town hall.
Oh my gosh, just straight annihilation. That jump spell opened up so many enclosures, but they pathed straight into the core. Freeze spell over there grabbing several defenses and the bomb tower. So the bowlers, look at them skipping those stones off the Inferno and then onto the bomb tower behind it.
Yep, lots of carnage as the Eagle artillery is still hammering away on the troops. Queen's ability still up with 53% right now. Definitely a good shot at getting to 60.
Oh yeah.
Just really depends on that Eagle.
Check the haste spell.
Things are looking good.
56.7%. All right, we got down the bottom right, just the last Golemite going down. Few more buildings up for grabs here, though.
Yep, 60%. That's very solid for a 2-star attack.
Yep.
Obviously, towards the end of this war, you're going to see them start to go for percentage. So if you can get up into the mid to high 60s, it'll definitely knock that off the list.
Yep.
And yeah, Queen's going to attack her favorite target right there in a corner wall and start going for some more buildings.
Right, because we have to predict that there probably are going to be percentage cleanup attacks in this. I'm definitely hoping to see some 3-stars from, say, top Town Hall 11 clans after the update. But for this, a little bit tougher again because you can't bring air troops for these guys. But super solid, and there it is.
Yep, 69% 2-star, very nicely done. Great attack from Rage Cool. And again, keeping pace with this war so far. Very consistent. I have to say, normally by now we would have seen some sort of mega gigantic fail. We've seen 20 witches into a giant bomb in Tokyo. We've seen people's iPads die. I mean, we've seen really bad stuff. So this is great.
people go in feeling confident, and then the lights go on, and the actual attack that counts happens, and people just vapor lock. So it's exciting to see these guys really killing it. And that was the best attack we've had yet. Rage Cool 69%.
Yep.
So super solid, and I think we've got Power Bang to talk a little bit more about the highlights of this one.
Rage Cool locking up a cool 69% with a beautifully timed Grand Warden Eternal Tome. That's going to get those bowlers over the wall, and they take out the Inferno Tower. They get 3 giant bombs taken care of. The heroes and the clan castle all completely immune. And look at that, all the bowlers alive in the core. They make it to the far side. Get the second Inferno Tower as well, and the heroes are able to clean up for a very nice percentage. So beautiful job to Rage Cool. Hope to see some more like it on your second attack.
All right, so second bowler attack of the day, second successful bowler attack of the day.
Love it.
And a great work from Team Ground. Obviously, that puts the pressure back on the Team Air to be able to respond.
Yep, for sure. Solid 2-star attacks all the way down the board, and the highest percentage yet. So Team Air definitely has to come back with a good one here.
All right, well, with that, let's go ahead and check out who Team Air is going to nominate for battle.
It's going to be me.
Good stuff. All right, Lord Val, who are you going to be facing off against?
Against Slim Jim.
Slim
Jim.
Aye.
All right, Slim Jim had some pretty heroic attacks earlier today. We'll see
he did.
if he can go on defense and make that happen. And let's see what happens as far as army composition goes. We've seen a lot of diversity already. We've seen the dragons. We've seen straight up Lavalunians. So let's see what happens with this next attack.
I'm curious. I think we may be seeing the end of some of the spam attacks simply because of the diversity. We're seeing a lot more of different variations. And here we've got, well, it looks like pretty standard Lavalunian.
All right, Lavalunian, 3 rage and 2 freeze, extremely standard. And here they go from the bottom left and the bottom right.
Wow.
The 4-finger
That was the
deployment.
4-finger drop for sure.
Gotta love it. Multi-touch, OP.
Yep. They're moving in quick. Inferno's going to work.
All right, rage
Watch
spells.
those rage spells.
Have been dropped. Very symmetrical raid. Definitely have to appreciate that. Poison spells are going down right now, as well as the free spells gone down on the left. The wizards are burning before they should reach the balloons. Final rage spells going down as they approach the town hall.
Yep, there's a group of balloons getting blasted back by that air sweeper, though, and they're taking forever to try to get into the center. They can't quite reach the rage spell either, and that's going to be costly.
They're taking so long to get to the core. I can't believe
they're never going to get there. They're never going to get there.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Forget my food.
Man, the town hall is actually pretty low. The free spell, that's going to be a little bit desperate. So now the king and the queen are going to be required to take out that town hall to make sure he gets that first star, but he's only at 39%.
Exactly. This is going to be a tough call for 2 stars, especially because you still have the eagle live and healthy, and it looks like he's just going for the 1.
All right, 1 star on the very top. Just going to surrender that 2nd star for this battle. 43% so far. Definitely going to be able to clean up these buildings on the top. You have to wonder what happened with the center. The town hall is actually pretty low. You can see right now it's only at about 10% HP. So a couple of balloon explosions would have taken that town hall out.
Exactly, and I think we might have seen an adjustment to this base from where I saw it earlier this week. Notice the Teslas outside at the top.
Right.
Those Teslas may have been inside next to the town hall, allowing the balloons to cause that splash damage that took out the town hall previously. Now, very little splash damage happened there, and just barely 1 star.
Too much pressure.
Yeah. Interesting approach. Obviously, with the town hall in the center, you might have been able to try to go for it with the heroes, but it's tough to pull that out, and you know, it's not the end of the world. Obviously, with 5 bases.
That's right.
Exactly.
All right. Great stuff right there. 55%. We'll see if they can tag that base up later and get a 2nd star.
Yep, good effort from Lord Val, and let's go ahead and go to Powerbang and have him tell us exactly what might have gone wrong there.
It's a good effort from Lord Val. Just came up a little bit short. What we had happen here is a little bit of mistimed freeze spell. We had the air sweeper here pushing back these balloons that were trying to get to the Inferno Tower. Good use of the Grand Warden ability, but with that freeze still in the camps here, he could have neutralized the air sweeper and the Inferno Tower, got those knocked out, and then the Town Hall would have gone down had those other troops been still behind them in time. Good try for Lord Val, and best of luck next time, man.
Excellent. Thank you, Powerbang. Yeah, it's always tough. It's tough to be the person that's actually conducting the attack. Easy to Monday morning quarterback it and see that freeze spell, if it had it stopped the air sweeper, the Inferno Tower, the Town Hall goes down.
It was super, super close for that battle. But again, with 10 attacks and 5 bases, got to think they're going to be able to clean that up. It might hurt one of the cleanup attacks later, but let's check out the score right now to see where we stand inside of the Ground versus Air live stream. It's going to be Team Ground after 3 attacks in the lead with 6 stars, and Team Air only 1 star behind, 3 attacks in.
Yep, Team Ground also with a percentage destruction advantage, but that's probably because of that extra star. And we've got a lot of attacks left, though. We've got 14 attacks left before we wrap this thing up. So plenty of chances to come back, plenty of chances for other attackers maybe to mess up. Yep. No pressure.
It should be a lot of fun checking out this new Clash of Clans update inside of the Ground versus Air live stream. We're going to take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to get into the rest of the first half of attacks and see what happens. We'll see you guys in a bit.
Time to go to sleep, James.
You haven't told me a story yet.
Okay.
Yes.
This is the true story of a powerful and courageous father and his chubby pup of a son. It's called The Legend of the Last Lava Pup. There were once 2 warring clans, the Barbarian Party and the Immortals. The fighting had taken a toll on the Barbarian Party, but they had one last hope, the brave and fiery Lava Hound.
The whole army looked up to the Lava Hound.
They sure did. Until he got destroyed.
What?
From the ashes of their father, 12 lava pups were born.
Oh, I love lava pups.
They were destroyed too. All except for one. The last lava pup. But he was alone and afraid.
Wait, hang on. The whole army is gone. And his dad has gone.
Yep.
And his brothers have gone. Why are you telling me this story?
Patience, patience. When all seemed lost, Lava Pup heard a voice. Bernard.
His dad is back.
Then Lava Pup attacked. But the enemy king was waiting.
Oh, this is exhausting.
But did Lava Pup give up?
Yes.
No, he didn't. Time was running out. Lava Pup shot one final fireball.
He did it.
Yes, he did.
Another one! Show me another one!
This has been a true tale of Clash achievement.
We're gonna need more barbarians.
All right, welcome back to Tampere, Finland, and the Ground versus Air Clash of Clans update, Friendly War.
Yep, things have been pretty fun so far. We have Team Ground facing off against Team Air, checking out some of the new goodies of the update inside of a Friendly War. Again, you'll be able to challenge whatever clan you want to a new and improved war battle.
Yep. Brand new fancy wizards, new and improved dragons, baby dragons, bomb tower. We've seen a lot of those in action already.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. We even saw, have we seen a clone spell yet? I think we might have seen
on the bowlers.
one.
Saw them on the bowlers.
Yeah, it's been pretty awesome as far as the new stuff is concerned. Again, 5 versus 5 Friendly War. We've got fully maxed out Town Hall 11s. That's why we've seen so much carnage at the top.
Exactly.
And things have been a little bit crazy so far.
And it's tough. These guys ground only, air only, including the clan castles. So it makes it a little more predictable for defenses and maybe a little more difficult for attacks.
Things definitely get changed when you can't bring a certain type of unit. Obviously, ground has been pretty dominant in the past, but you've seen air put up a pretty good fight today.
Absolutely, yeah. There's doesn't seem to be a clear advantage right now. Air with a solid showing. And, the improved baby dragon, improved dragon, probably making a big part of that difference.
Definitely. Well, enough of us babbling. Let's go ahead and get into attack number 7, which is going to be for Team Ground. Who are you guys going to throw into the pit?
It's going to be me.
All right. We're going to snap into a Slim Jim. Who's he going to be attacking?
I'm going to try to do my best on Judo Sloth.
Judo Sloth.
Judo Sloth,
all right. Slim Jim versus Judo Sloth should shape up to be a pretty good one. Team Ground obviously has a great opportunity to extend their lead. They're up by 1 star right now. You would imagine towards the end that they would be able to 2-star most of the bases. So we'll see as far as percentage points goes, or even that mystical 3rd star.
The mystical, yeah, that's going to be tough to grab. But Judo Sloth was throwing down some good defenses earlier, so we'll have to check this out and see how this base does.
Yep.
Look at that thing.
Let's go ahead and check it out right now and take a look at the army composition. Has 1 golem. I'm imagining a golem inside of the clan castle as well. So not the tankiest army composition, but one that's definitely going to deal out a ton of damage.
Yep, 23 bowlers and the Quake spell right there, grabbing a ton of those walls. See if the pathing works out. Obviously, you can see there is going to be the potential for the bowlers not to obey and not head towards the core.
Definitely. So 2 golems have gone down, still holding on to the heroes for now. Wall breakers are going to go as soon as the wizard tower locks onto the golems. Very well done so far. Actually going to trigger a giant bomb with the wall breakers, which is pretty nice. And finally, the bowlers are going down, and he's funneling into the center right into a giant bomb.
You've got a few on the outside, most of them on the inside, and yes, they're going to head right towards that bomb tower, right towards the core, meeting up with the clan castle troops, skeleton traps all over the place. And it looks like the biggest group of them is headed right for the town hall.
Oh, that was actually a really, really good Eternal Tome, because that kept the bowlers alive that were attacking the town hall. The eagle had just started raining down on them. So that's 43%. He's going for the 2nd star against this base, and he should have it.
Like a lock. The eagle just went down just barely to the last couple of bowlers at the top of the base. So now it looks like a solid 2nd star here, 50%. And now it's just a matter of racking up the percentage points should there be a tie.
Yeah, this is actually a really nice transition into the second part of the attack. You can see he has plenty of those level 7 wizards and their new little golden cowls on this bottom right-hand side. The bowlers did a decent job tanking, still has the Grand Warden and the Queen's ability.
It's amazing. Look at the health on these heroes.
Could be seeing 70% on this one, depending on what happens.
It almost looks like there were healers here. The heroes staying so healthy. Grand Warden 100%. Queen finally now taking some damage. There goes her ability. And wow, we're going to get well into the 70s with this one.
Yeah, this is looking really, really good so far. About to hit 70% right now. Obviously, the elixir storage is going to be fairly tanky, but it should go down in just a moment. Our first 70% attack. And the King's looking pretty clueless right there.
Yep, he's still confused. He's going to go find that wizard. And that should just about wrap it up. Last couple of wizards are going to move in. They're probably not going to quite get that cannon out of the way. 71% though. Solid attack.
Nice. Good attack from Slim Jim. That's the best attack that we've seen so far. And really a pretty good stamp on that battle right there to give Team Ground a 3-star lead.
Yeah, they look pretty confident, pretty happy over there celebrating. And why don't we check in with Powerbang and talk a little bit more about what went right with this battle.
Slim Jim with an impressive attack there, racking up 71% on this base. Opens up a nice path to the town hall here with the earthquake spells. Gets the bowlers all the way in here. Look at all of the hero abilities still unused. Finally pops the Eternal Tome right before the Eagle artillery lands. That allows this group of bowlers to go ahead, take out the Eagle, which will free up the rest of these troops on the right side to go ahead and rack up some more percentage to put the highest percentage 2-star on the board yet. Nice job to Slim Jim. Keep it up, man.
Absolutely. Definitely an awesome attack from Slim Jim for Team Ground. And that puts the score at 8-5, which means Team Air definitely needs to try to climb back with this next attack.
Yep, well, they're down on attack, down 3 stars. So let's see. Team Air, who do you guys have up next?
Sadly, it's me.
All right.
Sadly, it's you. That's not very confident.
Super Finch.
We'll see.
Okay, and who are you attacking?
It's going to be Lord Oliver.
All right, Lord Oliver. So Super Finch versus Lord Oliver. And again, yeah, down 3 stars. But again, plenty of attacks left early on. Now, we haven't even seen an attack from each player yet.
Yep.
So
things will definitely normalize as we get into the second half of attacks. But for right now, just trying to 2-star most of the bases to keep on track with Team Grounds. And we could be seeing a lot of dragons during this one. I just have a feeling.
Could be, but I also recall Lord Oliver's base doing really well on defense earlier today.
All right, well, hopping into it, there's going to be 10 dragons from Super Finch, those new level 6 dragons, as well as 2 of the new level 5 baby dragons. So this is going to be a boosted up attack. You're going to see a lot more damage than you did previously.
Yeah, and look where you've got the baby dragon way down at the bottom of the base at 6 o'clock. You got the king working on funneling, so it looks like you're trying to get some funneling here for the rest of these dragons, which is definitely key when you're using dragons because they will go just about anywhere.
All right, looks like things are okay off the start. Have to imagine that he's going to want to target this bottom right-hand side to get that eagle out of the way. Also, as far as the Infernos go, got to keep in mind one is single and one is multi. So the single would be pretty effective against the dragons, but here goes the very first one down this right-hand side.
And man, the king seemed to just almost do nothing up there. Just got a few structures down before he got wiped out by the bomb tower and that cannon.
Yeah, I think it's because there were some storages up there that were pretty tanky, but the queen is still alive and kicking. This one dragon's doing work as well, and the eagle actually hasn't been woken up just yet.
Nope, that's an interesting thing to look at. Now it should wake up as those balloons are moving in. There it is. Dragon's way down at the bottom, all the way down the right side. Balloons trying to get in after that air defense. Haste spell trying to hurry him up. Check out the freeze stopping the Clan Castle, stopping the air defense, but not the single target Inferno.
That was actually a really nice free spell right there, and another free spell just as the Lava Hound had been locked on by the single Inferno and almost heated up. It actually got frozen, so pretty nicely done. And now, as he makes his way down the bottom right-hand side of the base, he's about to lock onto the Town Hall. The dragons are getting shoved back, though.
Desperately trying to get there. That third free spell, maybe a little bit early for that Inferno Tower, but 44% and just couldn't quite get there. Well-placed air sweeper kept those guys away from the Town Hall.
All right, at this point, the Dream is getting that single star, but with no troops left inside of the army camps, I'm thinking this one's looking pretty dire, and it just goes to show you, not having some wall breakers for your king really hurts off of that opening push.
Yeah, it's tough without having any sort of resource like that, and not quite, 47%.
All right. Well, that's it for the Dragon attack. 47% for Super Finch. Definitely plenty of opportunity for Team Air to strike back, but that one does have to hit right in the heart.
That was tough. That was tough. It was a heartbreaker. That air sweeper really got into it. But you know what? We'll talk to Powerbang and see what he thinks.
It's a really good try there from Super Finch. What I noticed is on the top side of the map where he deployed that Barb King, the bomb tower really ate up his Barbarians that spawned during his Iron Fist ability. And because he tried to start the funnel on the top left, or the top right, he ended up deploying the dragons on the bottom right, which made no funnel here on the left side, and you had too many of those dragons circle around to the left, straying away from the Town Hall, wasn't able to pick up the Town Hall for that 2-star. Good try on that attack, and best of luck next time, Super Finch.
All right, Powerbank said it best right there. Best of luck in the next attack. Obviously, the base is going to be scouted out a bit as far as the tricks and traps go. But taking a look real quick, recapping the score, it's 8-5 for Team Ground right now. And Team Ground's at 50.4%, Team Air at 43.8.
Yep, significant advantage in percentages, but obviously they've got the 3 extra stars right now. So again, so many attacks with such a small clan war. It's definitely we can count on cleanup attacks coming in to try to grab those second stars. And maybe, though, Team Air is going to have to focus on grabbing a second star and a higher percentage to try to keep up with Team Ground.
Yeah, it could put a lot of pressure on them towards the end. Let's go ahead and swing back to Team Ground for the next attack, though. So far, 4 attacks, 4 2-stars. Who's going to be the final one?
All right, it's MP Wonder.
Yeah.
Cool, and who are you attacking?
Oh, Mr. Neri.
All right, Neri.
The defensive king.
Brazil.
He's been throwing up some good defense from what we've seen so far this week. So he's going to be a tough cookie to crack, but if they can break him already after 5 attacks, they're going to have plenty of time to go for percentage points and maybe even that 3rd star.
Yep. All right, and this is Neri's base. I think this is the first look that we're getting at it, and a very unusual base. Not something we had seen before. This definitely making use of the walls all over the place. Maybe a little bit of a troll base and not symmetrical either.
Yeah, the walls went crazy. The jump spells now are finally down to help funnel towards the very center. I did see a bunch of giants fly towards the very beginning, and he's going to pop the Eternal Tome right now as the Inferno locks onto some of the bowlers, and the bowlers are going crazy in the center.
Yeah, that Eternal Tome protected just about all of them right before they spread out. There's that freeze spell, but I don't know if that freeze spell is protecting anybody from that Inferno in the Expo.
Oh, the
Queen, though, she might get distracted by those skeletons. She was on the town hall, but she moved to the skeletons.
Still has her ability left right now, and
Bowlers
she's
helps out.
gonna
Oh, she's
save
got
the
it.
battle. That was well done by the Queen. That could have been disastrous if she wasn't able to shoot over the top, but that means plenty of troops on both sides. A giant bomb will not kill the witches on the right. Thank you to the new hit points on the witches.
Exactly.
But a second giant bomb will definitely kill them.
Yeah.
Right there.
The bowler trying to work on that Eagle artillery all by himself, but these units, man, look at all the bowlers. Fantastic percentage right now.
Yeah, what looked like could be a disaster in the very beginning definitely turned around. The Queen, the real MVP here, shooting over the top to the town hall, and at this point sort of just layering it on, and that's going to be 5 attacks, 5 2-stars for Team Ground.
That's brilliant. And check out the solo bowler on the right-hand side of your screen. Single-handedly working on that Eagle artillery, 1 rock at a time. And he may end up being about the last unit here.
All right.
Yeah, skeletons working up there by that wall. There it goes.
Skeletons going down right now, 74%, a minute and 20 left. The poison spell is going to tick away. Envy Wonder, nicely done. The bowlers, they've been ruling the day so far. They're still super strong.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people talking about worrying about the bowler nerf, maybe making the bowlers ineffective, but we definitely have not seen that here.
Yep.
Solid attack. If you've got a solid player who knows how to use them, they are super effective.
All right, well, for a closer look at that battle, let's go ahead and head it back to Power Bang to show off what happened.
MP Wonder, my man, 74%. Nice work, man. I thought the freeze could have been better served on the Eagle artillery with those bowlers approaching the core. However, the Queen bailed out what could have been a tragic high percentage 1-star. The Queen's gonna step over, take out the Tesla here, which led her to the core. She's gonna deal with some skeletons and then get onto the town hall, secure the 2-star, and the bowlers and the Grand Warden are gonna lock up the rest of the percentage needed to go ahead and lock down that high percentage 2-star. That'll be a valuable attack for Team, Team Ground, and we'll kick it back to Chief Pat.
All right.
Beautiful. Man, that was tough. If that's my attack, the Queen dies to the skeletons.
100%.
For sure. Every time.
Yeah, that's the one where the enemy clan, they do it, the Queen takes out the town hall, your clan does it, and triple giant bomb, so.
Man, oh man.
Well,
smooth.
We've got one more attack before we reach halftime. This one's going to be for Team Air. Obviously down a little bit right now. It is 10-5 as far as stars go, but you guys know inside of a clan where things can turn around very quickly, especially now that most of their bases have already been capped out at 2 stars.
Exactly. So there's going to slow down. The score is going to slow way down in the second half of this war. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and get into Air's attack. Who's it going to be?
Me.
All right. Tovrlif.
Hi.
All right.
Well done, Galo.
I'm trying. I got better every time I said it this week. And who are you attacking?
I'm going to be attacking the Great Lack.
All right.
Representing Finlandia.
That's right.
Hometown favorites.
Yep. Heard he's got a lot of clan members in the audience.
Yeah, there's a couple in there. I see some Finlandia hoodies. I see James over there.
Uh-oh.
All right.
There it is.
Just a couple of members in the audience, and definitely no pressure whatsoever. His hands are not sweaty.
No, not at all. He's cool. He is a cool customer over there, ready to go.
Well, added pressure of having the clanmates. I mean, it's pressure enough when
you're... 3.
Yeah, okay. Pressure enough when they're watching you online, but when they're actually in person staring at you.
Oh, for sure.
That's a...
Yeah.
It's a little bit...
Yeah, that is a different experience than, say, having your clanmates spectate, having them spectate from across the room.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Just a tad bit different. Well, he's going to see if he can go ahead and get the score a little bit closer going into this next attack right here. And let's go ahead and check it out. Starting off on the top right with the baby dragons.
Yep, a familiar looking base. You'd see a base like this currently without the extra town hall, with the extra walls and the extra bomb towers. So just kind of expanded, getting bigger, more stuff to get through. And again,
Tesla.
8 dragons. Is there a triple Tesla right there?
Yeah, there's a triple Tesla right there. Poison spell will rain down on the archers and the wizards, though. Barbarians are going to keep them in the poison spell for a bit, as well as the baby dragon's going to help out as well. And now the queen's going to go on the top left, waiting to deploy those 8 big boy dragons.
Yep, trying to get some funneling, but man, those 3 Teslas are all still up right there. That was tough. Bit of a troll placement of those Teslas right there, maybe not expected.
Well, definitely nice to get that Queen's ability off. I was a little bit worried for a second. She's going to take out as many buildings as possible. 17% after the hero funnel. And let's see what can happen from here. 8 dragons and 8 balloons to try to make its way to the core.
Check out the early haste spell, getting ready for that lava hound to get in there. Zap right to the town, right to the air defense. Solo balloon. And here comes the rest of the units.
All right, those new level 6 dragons raining down fire. Keep in mind, he does have a clone spell, which he's going to go ahead and deploy right now and start raging the dragons. Balloons are going to be cloned like crazy. They've made their way to the center with a free spell to help him out.
Enraged, cloned, frozen balloons.
Everything.
Trying to get in there, trying to get to that town hall.
Man, the air sweeper is just so strong right now. It's blowing those balloons
Oh my gosh,
back.
they're just gone. They're just vaporized.
Yep. Dragons are on the top, 48%. Looking like that first star should go down momentarily with a couple of dragons onto the expo, but might not even get that first star. The caster curse is real.
49. That expo.
It's going to the wire.
Oh, no. Oh my
40.
gosh, so close.
Oh.
Just maybe a fraction of health.
Tough.
Wow. Telling you, a great lock. Good defensive base right there.
The great lock built a great wall, and he
did.
Kept fiddling out.
He made Toverleaf pay for it.
That's right, he did. Well, that's it for the first half of attacks. And right now, let's go and take a look at the score where it is currently 10-5 still with 5 attacks each.
Yep, so we're exactly halfway through. And ground just looking solid right now, but it's closer than you would think.
Yep.
You know, 5 more attacks, just a couple of 2 stars on these bases, especially now that they've seen them. You know, you've got some scouting, you've got these guys no doubt have some time to take a look at those replays, see where the Teslas are, see exactly maybe what went wrong, and make adjustments in the second half.
All right, well, heading into the second half of the ground versus air friendly war. Again, we're checking out the new Clash of Clans update. We've got a bunch of new goodies inside of it, new troop levels. We got the new friendly war feature, which we're utilizing right now. Changes to the clone spell, the witches. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, we haven't seen any use of the skeleton spell, but it did get that big buff. It produces, I think, 26 now.
Something ridiculous.
At max level, it's crazy. It just keeps going and going and going.
All right, well, let's take a look at the tournament rules one more time. Again, new Clash update content, which is not live in the game right now. You can only catch it on this stream. 5v5 friendly war and a fully maxed out Town Hall 11s. We gave them all the firepower they could want.
Absolutely. No advantage to troops, spells, heroes. Everybody has completely maxed out. And of course, those brand new level 11 walls maxed out. That's not going to be easy.
Yeah, 25 new level 11 walls for their base. Things pretty tough to crack through, but we've seen Team Ground already have so much success to where now they can try to expand their lead and get even better percentage attacks or go crazy for a 3rd star. Maybe some Hog Riders might find their way back. I want to see Lord Oliver do it.
I want to see Lord Oliver try it again. I love the Hogs. He talked about them all week. And everybody had their doubts as to how much effectiveness they would have.
He literally had bacon every morning. It was ridiculous.
That's true. I did see that in the hotel restaurant.
Yeah, it was.
He was cleaning out the bacon every morning.
Yeah, it was pretty scary. All right, well, with that, let's go ahead and get to Team Ground for the very first attack of this half of the war. Who's going to be up?
All right.
The Bacon Man.
Speak of the devil. Here we go.
He's out. All right, Lord Oliver. Who's going to be the victim?
I'm gonna go for Neri.
After Neri.
I'm gonna bring the witches out.
Oh,
he's going to bring the witches out.
He's calling his hand right now. I like it. All right, so we're going to see some witches. We've seen a couple of witches so far today. I think we've seen 5 in one of the bowler attacks. And we even saw, I believe, MP Wonder had a couple of them that survived that first giant bomb and then ran into like 2 more of them. So they exploded instantly. Yeah. But you could see the new HP buff at work.
Exactly. That'll be cool to see. And if you take a look at the percentages, actually the first attack against Neri was 74%.
That's impressive.
So maybe kind of flaunting it in Team Air's face. They're going after a base that was already damaged 74%. They've already got the 10 stars. They're just widening their lead right now.
Yeah, they're trying to get that gap as big as possible to make it so Team Air cannot come back inside of this battle. Again, the witches should be pretty interesting to check out. Maybe some mass witch spam. We've seen mass bowler, but we haven't seen any mass miners, which is pretty interesting.
No, that's true. That's true. We haven't seen miners used really at all yet. So
yeah. All right, taking his time, just like getting into the car on his way to the event, scouting it out to see what's happening. You gonna get into that attack over there, Lord Oliver?
Yeah, coming.
All right.
All right.
We'll get into it.
There he goes.
Starting off right now, again, has to top 74% or else it is all for show.
Yep, and this is that unusual base that, you know, had defended earlier, but it seems like these guys have figured it out.
Yeah.
And so I'm definitely thinking that Lord Oliver's hoping for a 3 here. Look at that combination, bowlers and witches.
Well, definitely stunting on Neri in the beginning by dropping one archer in his face. Just no respect to him. And there goes the golem, there goes the giant. Gonna start getting some tanks out on the field. No mortar or wizard tower to help kill those wall breakers, so that's gonna be fairly clean.
Yeah, wall breakers make a good opening right there. Get right through that wall, bowlers coming in. At the top, there's a clan castle, and there are your witches right there. Big group of skeletons already developing.
And there goes
the jump spell right in the middle.
Yeah, jump spell is going to go in the very center. There goes the king. The king's actually going to utilize that jump spell, which should help. But already on the right-hand side, that entire wave has been demolished. And it's going to have to keep pushing his way to the center right now.
You can see the remaining Eagle artillery craters right there. It's just annihilated everything in that area. But
Ridiculous.
They're pathing. They're getting towards the core here. But there's a freeze spell. Nice freeze. Catches the Inferno, Bomb Tower, and the Expo.
Yeah, you got to hope right now that that Eagle's going to go down. The King actually was helping out and got it fairly low to about 40%. The Giant Bomb is going to explode twice in the very center. And before you can say Lord Oliver, the entire core has been demolished. But he did get the 2 stars for 53%. Not bad.
Yeah, he grabbed the 2 stars. He doesn't have much left. Similar to what we saw before, though, but lower health. So maybe we're not going to see him exceed 74%. Queen and the Grand Warden taking some damage, and maybe only 1 or 2 bowlers left. Going to get chopped down by the defending Barbarian King.
Yeah, MP Wonder did have attacking, or he was flanking both sides with those bowlers. That's how he was able to get such a high amount of percentage. But 61%, nothing to sniff your nose at. That was pretty well done.
No, exactly. Not an improvement, but still another solid 2-star.
Very nicely done. Lord Oliver bringing it home for Team Ground. No improvement, but sort of just, staking a claim for dominance against Team Air.
For certain. So why don't we talk to Powerbang and break down that attack a little bit.
Lord Oliver with a really nice job being patient on the funneling. On the right side, he had the queen, or the troops over there taking care of that side. On the top, same thing. Golem over there with some bowlers, cleaning up both of the corners first. Then the double jump spell to get the bowlers to the core, a well-timed Grand Warden ability. He's going to lead them in. A rage spell gets them through the town hall, so they pick up that star. His queen goes around the side, picking up a little more extra percentage and taking out the Eagle artillery. That's going to allow him to get a low 60s 2-star, but it's a successful attack, and that's what counts at this stage in the game.
Excellent. All right, thank you very much again, Powerbank. Love having him here. Love this breakdown.
He does our job for us. It's great.
Well, he can pick some things maybe we missed during the attack.
Yeah, we can just have you sing, and he does all the serious stuff.
There you go. It's ideal. Did you want me to?
No, okay. All right. Attack number 12 for Team Air. All right, Team Air. 10-5. I guess technically on that last one you did defend, and you stopped the bleeding right there. So who's going to be up to add some more stars to the scoreboard?
I'm going to attack again. We're just trying to have a bit of a talk in the clan chat about re-coordinating attacks.
Yeah. We saw you guys talking during the commercial break and getting all serious. You guys are in it to win it.
Yeah, we want to come back here. I quite like the look of Jim's base, but I think I'm actually going to attack Oliver. Lord
Oliver.
Lord Oliver going for the instant revenge against Lord Oliver. Let's see what can happen. Right now, Lord Oliver's base has 0 stars on it. It was 47%, so plenty of place for improvement. And 2 stars would put it right at 10-7. A single attack has the game tied from there.
Yep, this is it. These are some clutch last 5 attacks here. They obviously have 3 bases that they have to improve on, but they can improve on stars and percentage at the same time and really close this quickly.
Yeah, it can go in the blink of an eye. Obviously, Team Ground has a lot of ways to go to try to improve on their attacks, whereas going up from 0 stars, much easier.
For certain, yep. And all right, so we've got Judo Sloth underway, and again, we've got, well, maybe the most baby dragons we've seen today. We've got 9 baby dragons that have come out on this field. Starting out with Zapquake.
All right, looks like it's going to go ahead and take out that very first air defense. Baby dragons going pretty well down the bottom left. That means, or they're going to be far enough away from each other where they're going to be enraged, so very nicely done with that.
Yep.
And creating a funnel already. We've seen him do this very effectively in most of his attacks.
Yeah, Judo Sloth, he absolutely knows the tolerance for keeping those baby dragons enraged. Look at him drop the next one down, and perfectly timed as the last one expires. You can see that he's keeping them enraged almost constantly.
Really wants to take that Expo out. Gonna get it low, and it's actually
he got it last shot, last breath.
Can't believe that one. You can check the bomb tower out in action, just floating out, doing nothing. Take a look at the bomb as it explodes, though. That's the catch with the bomb tower, guys. When you see it inside of the game from here on out, as soon as the update goes live, you got to keep in mind that it does explode after the building goes down.
It's that ugly surprise, almost like an extra giant bomb, just sitting there and waiting.
Ugly surprise, like you.
I'm speechless. All right, the hero's moving in for the right-hand side. He's trying to finish the funnel once again, like we saw in the first round. He's got the baby dragons did one side, Hero's going to try to do the other side and make a clear path, taking out the Eagle artillery early and getting to that town hall.
This is looking pretty dang good to me so far. Queen's ability still up. The King's doing a great job tanking right before he goes out of the Expo's range. So Queen's going to go ahead and run around just a little bit longer, pop her ability, and take out the tower. And here goes the first Lava Hound, as well as the rest of the troops are going to be spammed.
Yep, and the clan castle deploys. Unfortunately, let's see what happens to that CC. If you can get that poison accurately placed, they're going to run out of it. They're running out of that CC. They've gone to chase after the Lava Hound, but it looks like the dragons and balloons love the tome. Good timing of the tome, everybody right at the core.
All right, looks like the Eagle artillery will go down right now. The archers are going to get taken out by the dragons, but let's see where they're going to path. Are they going to go for the town hall?
Look how long they're taking. Oh, this is just painful to watch.
It's taking forever.
No, they've got blasted. They got blown by the air sweeper. They went out after the air defense.
Oh, look how far away they are. One dragon's going to go, or two dragons are going for the clan castle.
The town hall is about 10% right now.
Yeah, the air sweeper, if it was angled just a little bit differently, it would help out.
I don't know if it's going to happen.
Tragic.
It's going to, and that's single target, just vaporized.
That Inferno was broken. Good defense from Lord Oliver, keeping a clean slate after 2 attacks against his base.
Yeah, Lord Oliver again. Amazing defense, and so close. Had that single target Inferno been multi, maybe the dragon gets to the town hall right there.
Or if the air sweeper was just angled a little bit differently, maybe it blows the dragon into the town hall. Pretty crazy attack right there. Looks like Lord Oliver's obviously happy about that one. And let's go ahead and check out Powerbank to break down this attack.
One of the top attackers from Team Air comes up just a little bit short. Judo Slav doing a great job with the funneling, walking the Queen down the wall. I think he wanted her to go in and take out that Eagle artillery. Unfortunately, the Queen does get a little bit unruly sometimes. She heads south, and it looks like that Eagle's able to blow through that Hound really, really quickly, do some work. The clan castle's distracting the rest of the troops, and he's just not quite able to have enough juice to get into the town hall. Good try, man, and we'll see what happens with the remainder of this war.
All right, thank you again, Powerbang. I agree. I think that Eagle artillery goes down sooner, then the whole attack ends up slightly differently.
Yeah,
so
without
that was close.
a doubt. Well, with that, let's take a look at the score as it stands right now. So far, we've had 6 attacks from both teams, and after 6, it's going to be 10 stars for Team Ground, 5 stars for Team Air. The score's sort of flatline right now.
Yep, Team Air is definitely needing to make up some ground right here with some bases that are really holding up Lord Oliver's, but also Great Lock also has not been starred yet, and Slim Jim only 1 star on his base.
Yep. Still plenty of strong attackers left for Team Air as we get into the last couple of battles. But with that, we're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break, give Team Air a little bit of time to regroup. But when we come back, Team Ground's going to see if they can extend their lead. Don't miss out.
Maybe Team Air will grab some air.
Well, what am I going to do? Get a new barber? Hey, look, a balloon parade!
I think that's an air attack.
No way! That's a beautiful balloon parade! What? I like balloons!
We need some backup!
Hog Riders! Ooh, hog, not so rough.
Don't touch that, Larry. Larry, don't touch that. Larry! What'd I just say, Larry?
All right, welcome back to Tampere, Finland, everyone. I'm your host, Chief Pat, along with my co-host Galadon, bringing you guys the new Clash of Clans update in a ground versus air live stream. We've already seen a lot of action so far, and it's safe to say things are going to continue pretty awesomely throughout the rest of the battles.
Yep, 12 attacks, our first chances to look at the new update content. We've seen the bomb tower in action.
Yep.
We've seen people using the newly buffed witches. The bowlers are still effective, and I love the use of the dragons and the baby dragons. Really fun to see those guys working.
Yeah, it's been really cool. We have seen 2 clone spells as well, which are now just a little bit more effective to help you out. And I'm hoping we see a little bit more of those. And again, we are using the new Friendly War feature, which is safe to say it's going to make everyone's life a little bit easier as far as finding those battles.
Definitely, yeah, that's fun to watch. The easy, short preparation time, vary the battle time as well, and challenge clans in the clan profile. It's right up there.
Yep, so still checking out that new Clash update content that we just talked about inside of this war. It's a 5v5 where everyone is a fully maxed out Town Hall 11, not having any of those mismatches that we've seen previously with like 11s versus 9s or 9s versus 11s.
Exactly.
Shout out to our light. And yeah, ground versus air. It's shaping up to, you know, hopefully come down to the wire if Team Air can pull out some awesome attacks to get to 10 stars.
Yep. Yep, it's going to be tough. It's tough just simply because of the fact that these guys are limited in what they can use.
Right.
So the air team maybe, you know, feels they're at a disadvantage. Ground team also as well. Neri over on air, though, his clan castle didn't get filled. It's been empty this whole war.
Yeah, we didn't bring that up, but Neri accidentally did not get his clan castle filled, and he was one of the best defenders that we had seen in the very beginning of the rehearsals, so a little bit disappointing for that. But with that, it's time to get into a lucky attack number 13.
It is. It's lucky 13, and I believe that means ground is up again. So Team Ground, who is going to attack?
That is me.
All right, Rage Cool. We'll see which one it is after this attack. And who are you going after?
I think I will try a Tower Leaf to increase the percentage a bit there, perhaps.
Cool.
All right, so going to try to expand that percentage. You can see that Toverleaf only suffered 53% in the first attack.
That's a solid base to attack. Definitely plenty of places, or definitely plenty of room to go up from there as far as percentage points go. A couple of the other ones have been high 60s and mid 70s. So having the one at 53%, if you can increase this one to where those other ones are, should shape up to be pretty awesome for their team and just put themselves in even a more commanding lead.
It's a common sense move. That was the lowest damage done to any of the bases, and the attack is underway.
All right, let's go ahead and check it out right now. Team Ground trying to increase their lead. And this is the same army composition we've seen previously. 15 bowlers and 5 witches. It's been pretty strong beforehand.
Yep, you've got to haste a couple of jump spells in there to help you get in towards the interior. And again, this is kind of, I would say it's sort of an anti-3. Obviously, you still have the centered town hall, but it's almost like every well-designed base these days is going to be anti-3. It's just so big.
Yeah.
Those 25 extra walls just make it so much more difficult.
All right, a couple of bowlers did get assassinated on the very bottom, but most of them are in the center. There goes the early Eternal Tome, wants to make sure he keeps the bowlers alive as they make their way to that choke point. Giant bombs are flying. The balloon in the clan castle's doing a decent amount of work.
Yeah.
But he's made his way to the town hall right now.
Looks like your witches, most of the witches have gone around the outside. A few are in there enjoying that rage spell, trying to get to the town hall. There's a haste spell, haste and rage for the witches, but 3 of the 5 went out towards the outside of the base and are following that wizard around up towards the top.
They're beating on the town hall so low, it just goes down.
It just goes down.
Man, that was ridiculous. I can't believe that one witch actually brought that one.
That was super close.
Because of that, it's going to get him the second star that he needs, and he might even be able to improve on the percentage like you aim to do.
Yeah, the Archer Queen with that jump spell there, you can see a great jump spell, lets that Archer Queen have access to more of the base. I think she probably would have taken the town hall down had that witch failed. But 58%, so it's definitely an improvement. It's going to expand Team Ground's lead right now, every percentage point, just sending them further and further ahead.
Yep, just like we had said, the goal was to get into the 60s as far as percentage points goes, and Rage Cool has definitely done that at 62%. The Lonely Wizard is going to go down in just a second, but he did look stylish in the new level 7 cowl.
He went out in high fashion.
All right, 62% for Rage Cool. Nice attack right there for Team Ground, expanding their lead, and they're putting a chokehold on this.
Yep, they're just pulling further and further away. And why don't we talk to Powerbang, and we can break down that last attack.
Rage Cool doing a good job picking up that second star. Had to question the addition of the second jump spell. Looks like he got into the core, but not a whole lot getting through the core. Had some very clutch witches kind of backing up the kill squad. The king dies out on the town hall, but these witches here inside of the hay spell are able to do a good job taking care first of the clan castle, then chipping away at the little HP remaining on the town hall. Queen's gonna come over and help out as well. Gets the 2 stars secured. Nice job from Rage Cool. Let's go back to Chief Pat.
That's a solid observation. That second jump spell, feel like it had been a little bit further towards the top, then it ensures that the units path right by the town hall rather than giving them those other enclosures they could have headed to.
Yeah, it was crazy that that witch got that final hit off on the town hall that she needed, but doesn't matter how it gets done as long as you get that second star, and it turned out to be a pretty awesome attack. So let's go ahead and get into Air's attack to see if they can bring it back and climb back. The stars, they're still at 10 stars on Team Ground, and Team Air can definitely claw back, so who's going to be going up to bat?
All right.
All right, Neri, don't look so happy to attack right there. You're looking pretty sad with that empty clan castle. Who are you going to be attacking?
Slim Jim. One more.
Slim Jim.
All right.
One more star.
Okay.
Neri versus Slim Jim. Slim Jim has been 1-starred already, so he's going to be going for 2 right here. And let's see, any sort of star would give Air Team a little bit more momentum, which they've been lacking over the last couple of attacks.
Yeah, I saw their clan chat. They're pretty active in there, being very selective about who they want to go after. And despite the fact that there's 2 bases that haven't been starred, they realize they have to 2-star every base. So whether they 2-star Slim Jim's base or a 0-star base, they're all going to have to be done. And they only have 4 attacks left to do it.
Yeah, and keep in mind with these players, the meta really hasn't been set. They're one of a very select few amount of people who've been able to play this update and see what's strong and not strong. So definitely have to commend them for that, and especially Team Air, going with the all-air attacks, no wall breakers at all, even to get a little bit of a funnel done in the center.
It's definitely a handicap.
Yep, definitely a little bit of a handicap, but let's go ahead and have Neri go in from the bottom. Now we're here with the balloons, the lava hounds, the minions, starting off strong.
A familiar looking attack, but again, you would think that the ground troops, the wall breakers, would make a big difference in the beginning of the attack to help out with, say, a walk, and at the end of the attack, a traditional Lavalunion, you're going to have those heroes at the end, and you're going to be able to use the wall breakers, so the time wouldn't become as much of an issue. But we're getting into the core.
Very nice.
Look at the damage on the town hall.
Very nicely done. Really good Eternal Tome.
There it is.
Town hall is dropped without the heroes being used just yet, so you have to say this one has gone perfect for Neri.
Absolutely.
And he's got what he wanted.
It's got to be a lock. Maybe not a great lock, but it's a lock for a 2-star. And so you know those Teslas, we know from the first attack, those Teslas are placed up there at the top around the storages, but with these 2 level 40 heroes, there's no question they get the 2nd star.
Yep, they're doing work right now. Obviously the storage is being so tanky, they're going to do work, but with going to the gold mines right now and the collectors, those should die fairly easily, and it's a matter of time before he pops the king's ability. He doesn't want the barbarians to die, but he does have to pop it to make sure the king doesn't go down as well.
Exactly. You let that in the eagle land before he hits the ability, maybe he loses the king.
Yep.
And every percentage point counts right here. He's trying to get to the 60s if he can. It's going to be close. Queen still has her ability though, so she may get through several more structures, but I imagine, she's going to have to get stuck on the Dark Elixir storage.
The Dark Elixir storage is so tanky. As the shells start to rain down, they're going to keep attacking her even though she was cloaked. 59% for Neri, but that's 2 stars for Team Air. Very nicely done. They're back on the board.
Yep. All right, so a solid attack from Neri. Looked good, man. That was very well done. Lava Hounds moving in there, and again, without the use of the wall breakers, having to use the heroes to come in and grab that town hall, that's going to be super difficult. So that worked out really well. The splash damage got the town hall down. Heroes just clean up for the 2nd.
Yep. Pretty textbook from Neri right there. Let's go ahead and check out Power Bang to see what the key turning point was inside of that battle.
Neri does a pretty typical deployment of troops, but one thing I noticed was the defensive placement of the air sweepers in this base right up next to that town hall, bordering it, and that's going to allow those balloons to do some significant work, taking out the town hall with the splash damage. And if those would have been a little bit further away, he may not have been able to pick up the star on that town hall. So good scout there by Neri, able to do the rest of the base with just the heroes and pick up the percentage needed to get that 2-star. Nice work, man.
All right. Thank you, Powerbang. That was definitely a base design like 401. That's like 3rd-year college base design. thinking about moving those air sweepers out. I like that. That's good. That's a point that some people may not pick up on.
Yeah, it was over my head, but definitely what the doctor ordered for Team Air. They needed that star right there, and they only have 2 more bases to 2-star to try to tie up the score and flip the percentages in their favor.
Again, yeah, so it's closer than it looks. They're down by 4, but 2 quick 2-stars, and this is a tied war.
Yep. Well, with that, let's go ahead and get into the 15th attack of the day. This one's going to Team Ground. Who's it going to be?
That'd be me.
All right, the great Locke of ClashCon fame. And who are you attacking, Locke?
I got to go for the fellow forumer Super Finch.
Oh, wow. All right, it's a forum
Everybody wants
battle right here.
That's
So
bad
the
blood.
forums are probably blowing up right now. People rooting for Finch, people rooting for Locke.
Let's get ready to see what happens. Team Ground, very well done on most of the bases by now. Most of them have been 2-starred with a pretty high percentage. Super Finch actually is at 69%, so he has to get 70 to improve on it.
Yep.
And that's not an easy task by any means.
Nope, the attack is underway. We'll see if he can improve on that 69% battle.
Thanks for the inspiration, Pat.
Oh, yeah, no problem for that, Greylock.
All right. He's got 8 witches, half a dozen wizards, so kind of a traditional back from the past.
Oh, yeah.
Wee wee.
Oh, this is a classic go wee right here. This is right up my alley.
He's got a skeleton spell. Ready that? Ready? We're going to see our first use of the new skeleton spell in this attack.
This guy.
I'm excited.
He's loving it. First, the new and improved witches. He's got the skeleton spell. It could be a Santa Strike. You never know. No, the Santa Strike's a little bit fatter. It's got the big bottle. All right.
There you go. There's that jump spell leading in towards the core. They should path after the town hall, but after the eagle and the inferno first would be key. I heard an ability. There it is. Grand Warden protecting just about everybody. Tons of skeletons off to the left.
Yep, Eternal Tome did get popped, saved pretty much everything. The king wasn't inside of it, but he did have his ability to keep himself alive. Actually targeting the town hall right now. This go wee wee, it's bringing back memories, Galadon.
It really is. I think it's a beautiful thing. The Eagle Artillery went down to the Golem and the Queen on the left. Everybody ganged up on that Inferno Tower on the right.
Yep.
Cleared out the core. But pretty low percentage right now, 37% with the Town Hall down.
Yeah, that's generally the problem with some of these go wee-wee attacks. It's going to be tough, especially if you just find yourself going straight to the Town Hall.
Yep.
There's so many buildings on the outside, it actually sort of caves in, and the defenses start assassinating some of your backline units. So 45% right now. The Queen living on a prayer, but she's going to be able to help out against some of these buildings.
Barely alive, and this actually, if she works on this wall here, yep, that's I'm going to say it, guaranteed 50%.
Oh.
Guaranteed second star right here.
Where's the giant bomb?
I know, that's what you need.
Yeah, no,
Caster Curse.
It's going to be,
here it is.
It's going to be definitely 50%, 2 stars, but not going to be able to improve on the previous percentage unless
Check out
things
those
get
late
pretty
wall
crazy.
breakers.
Yeah, the wall breakers, they're going to do their best. Bomb tower's hanging out right here.
Yeah,
see if the bomb tower
might
gets
get a
any
look at
action.
it in action.
Yep.
So much faster than you would think. That is super quick, that skeleton up there, man.
Yeah.
That wall breaker, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the bomb tower in action, does a pretty decent amount of splash damage when it throws its bomb, but most importantly, when it dies, it actually explodes and does a pretty awesome amount of damage. So really effective against Hog Riders, miners, any sort of spam, and we haven't even seen a single miner yet today.
That's true, not a single miner yet. And this attack went on a lot longer than we thought, just barely passing 50%, and now he's well into the 60s. So as it wraps up, the Warden was still alive, 61%, solid attack from the Great Locke.
All right, Locke's gonna end it a little bit early. He knew it wasn't gonna get past that 69% that he needed to improve on it, but I think that's, every single attack so far for Team Ground's been 2 stars.
It's been solid. These guys really have shown some, definitely taken the Team Air to school right here with these 2-star attacks. And so why don't we go ahead and take a look at the total score again, and we'll be reminded that Team Ground has a pretty significant lead with 15 attacks down.
Yep, so it's 10 stars for Team Ground, 6 stars for Team Air. Team Air does have 1 additional attack compared to Team Ground, and as far as percentage points goes, it's 67% to 54.4. So not only does Team Air have to climb back against the stars, but they have to climb back some percentage points. They could use a 3-star to help out.
That's true. It could happen. I don't know. But exciting stuff, getting to see the bomb tower, especially in that last one up close. It's cool to watch it blow up if you guys have had a chance in some of these replays to see when that bomb tower goes down, that big bomb blows up. I love the look of the new dragon. The baby dragon's super cool. I feel like we saw some school from Judo Sloth showing us exactly how far apart to drop those baby dragons to get that rage spell, or the rage to work for those guys. it's exciting to see the new base designs too.
Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. Personally, for me, love the clone spell changes, making the clone troops last longer. The skeleton spell did get that buff. I was looking for it inside of Locke's attack.
Yeah.
I didn't see exactly where it was. There were so many witches that were making skeletons that it got crazy. Where do you end up putting it? That's what I thought. All right, well, it didn't do too much there, but we've seen it in action, and the skeletons get pretty crazy. So I'm excited to see what people create once the update goes live, and it's not only for 10 players, but tens of millions of players.
Exactly. You know, there's so many different options, so many different ways that people can conduct these friendly war challenges, from these smaller wars to big wars. There's so much of variation in time. Preparation can be super fast, so it could be for like an individual event, like a party. People want to meet up and just do a quick war like that, go out and create another clan. The same clan can war each other now. They can just split off temporarily, do 25 versus 25. I mean, there's so many different options.
Yep. It's going to be pretty amazing. We're going to do one quick recap of the rules for this friendly war right here. Again, it's going to be ground versus air, 5 versus 5, all that new Clash update content, and fully maxed out 10 Hall 11s. You guys know the gist by now.
Yep. And you know, something else that's important to touch on for those who didn't see the sneak peeks, it will not consume your troops, but it does consume the clan castle troops.
Right.
So there's no rewards for the friendly war other than, of course, the swag of crushing your friends. But at least it doesn't consume the armies as well. So that works out really well.
That's all that tends to matter. Well, Lucky Dog's coming over, which means we're getting into attack number 16. This one's going to be for Team Air. 2 more bases to 2-star. Who's going to be the one to do it?
Hi.
All right.
A simple hi. That's
Go for the left. Right there. Is going for it. All right. He's got to grab a 2-star. So who's it going to be? The Great Lock or Lord Oliver?
It's going to be Finland versus Sweden again.
All right. Lord Oliver. Okay. So Finland versus Sweden, you guys. Hometown advantage. This is going to be an important attack right here.
Yeah, and Lord Oliver has already defended twice and not had a single star against his base. He's going for the infamous hat trick. And let's see if he can make it happen. He'd go down in the Hall of Fame.
That's true. He's got to be supremely confident here, as the best attack has only been 47%.
Yeah.
And I don't know, this base, man, it's throwing people off. I'm telling you. Part of it is, of course, that these guys had the advantage of knowing it's all air troops coming after them, and these bases are designed specifically really well protecting the air defenses.
Yeah, the air defense definitely are well protected inside of these. The Infernos as well. And there goes the lightning spell and quake to take out that air defense on the left-hand side in the beginning. And mass dragons, babies and regulars, for this attack from Toverleaf.
Yep, 8 dragons, 6 baby dragons, a couple 4 balloons as well. And so we'll take a closer look at Lord Oliver's base. You can see those air sweepers in there towards the core.
Look at that bomb tower go.
Yeah, bomb tower trying to do work on the queen. And there it was. You could see it, get a good look at that bomb tower going off, that after effect of that giant bomb hidden. And wow, man, that queen went down quickly.
Yep, queen went down fairly quickly. A lot of defenses on that bottom right-hand side. Yep. Baby dragon and king are going to go down. And let's see if they can start cleaning out some of this gunk on the outside. Obviously, with the cannons and the mortars targeting ground troops, it's sort of garbage for Lord Oliver, so he's just going to throw it on the outside.
Yep, so you can see where the ground team took advantage of knowing that. And exactly, the garbage defenses, even the bomb tower at the top of the screen is outside the walls.
Yeah.
All that stuff is just fodder, and that air defense well protected. Still 3 air defenses up.
Yep, very well done as far as the defense goes. You can see these guys put a lot of effort into their bases to make sure they had the optimal design against who was attacking them. And now he's going to have to start on the main portion of his attack and try to get those dragons into the center of the base. Let's see what happens.
Yep, so here they're moving in, and they're moving in on the multi-target Inferno side, so that means that, well, Lava Hound didn't last that long, down already.
He got popped right there. The Eagle's going to start locking on to the dragons. Eternal Tome's being popped right now. Very well done, especially with the Inferno Tower.
Where is that free
raining
spell?
Down.
Maybe he's waiting for the clan castle troops.
Yep. Free spell's going to go down. It's going to hit the air sweeper. Yeah, the air sweeper has been causing problems for Team Air all day today, but it was hard to salvage that one. I don't think the free spell was going to be able to do too much no matter where. Even if it took up the entire map, it was going to be tough.
Exactly. And surprisingly, those archers, man, they are tough. They really murder on dragons. You think the dragons do splash damage, but there's such a small area of splash damage that when you've got a CC full of archers, they really will stall out a group of dragons.
Yeah, they do a great job. He really would think that the dragon's breath would do more splash damage to those archers, but they're so pesky as they just sit there and soak up so much time from those dragons that they desperately need to get to the town hall.
Yep, so 46% Town Hall safe, and it looks like this one is going to end with the Eagle versus the Grand Warden, and I have a feeling
I've seen this one before.
Eagle wins.
Yeah, that was a beatdown. Well, nice attempt from Team Air trying to get Lord Oliver down, but that is the infamous hat trick. 3 defenses, 0 stars.
Yep. Definitely MVP defender over there. So why don't we talk to Powerbang, and we can get a little more insight into this attack.
Hometown favorite Toverleaf didn't quite pull it off here against Lord Oliver. Successful defense. What I saw was coming from this side of the base, coming into the air sweepers with an air attack, really set him back. Never did quite get it figured out over there as the Queen and the Inferno Tower were both left up and just had free reign taking out the dragons as they tried to approach that town hall. Fell a little bit short of getting stars. Nice try. We'll see just a couple more remaining attacks. We'll see if Team Air can close the gap and make this thing a war.
All right, it's definitely do or die right now for Team Air. They're down 4 stars and have 2 attacks left, so they're going to have to be perfect from here on out to be able to bring this one home.
Did you try some of this? Energy drink? Super good. Doesn't affect me though. I don't know, I drink it a little bit, but it doesn't really seem to affect me. Sometimes I'll have cafe mocha. If I have a little bit of that, it doesn't change the way I talk or anything like that. What is the attack next? 17? 17? All right, wait, who's that? Oh, ground team, you guys ready to go? Who's up?
It's gonna be me.
All right, Slim Jim. And who are you snapping into?
I'm thinking about taking an attack on team leader Neri's base.
Ooh.
All right, that makes sense.
Going to be taken on Neri. No clan castle defense for Neri. It's got to be a sad time. 74% from MP Wonder. So it's going to take a lot to improve on that attack.
I feel like they're all just kind of abusing Neri's base and taking advantage of the empty CC.
This is getting personal at this point with Neri. I don't know what happened behind the scenes, but
I know maybe Neri did something to offend some people or something. I don't know.
I'm a nice guy.
I know Neri's such a nice guy. He's so mild mannered.
I'm a nice guy with the ground team.
All right. Well,
23 bowlers.
I love it. I love it.
Man, look at all those units.
Slim Jim definitely has a unique strategy as far as the ground team goes. He brings only those 2 tanks with the 2 golems and then just goes bowler crazy, which you have to love. You gotta love seeing him throw those rocks around.
Yep, you can keep those bowlers alive, man. They just annihilate. Despite the slight nerf, they are still super strong. And again, I'm happy about that. I'd hate to see any unit go the way of the Valkyrie a couple of years ago. So it's nice to see the bowlers still in action, still super effective, and definitely going to be part of a lot of people's attack strategies after this update.
All right, attacking from the very bottom, all of the bowlers have now been deployed. Still holding on to a couple of spells as the earthquakes go down. That's going to be a 9 on the Richter scale as those level 11 walls go down.
Slim Jim really shook things up right there. Oh, that was groundbreaking.
Oh, kill me. Okay.
Earth-shattering.
Oh, no. Keeping on with the attack.
Town Hall down.
Man, that
second star just like that. 1-2, man.
Oh, that Queen got bowled over on defense. That was pretty ugly. 57%. No clan castle troops on defense. He's just going to poison the Town Hall. And
you can see right here how much of a difference it makes not having that CC. It's just, you got to have your CC filled. You got to have your heroes awake. Otherwise, you're just going to get walked over.
Yep.
And that's what's been happening to Neri almost all day. Because as I recall, during warm-ups, Neri was doing really well on defense.
Yeah, his base. It was doing great. 64%. It's still not going to improve on the previous one, but keeping the string of 2-star attack alive. Gotta love it from Slim Jim for Team Ground. And very nicely done for 64%.
Well done, Slim Jim.
Very nicely done.
But again, shout out to Neri for doing the best he can without CC troops. Again, that base was performing really well earlier today. So it happens. But why don't we talk to Powerbang and get another breakdown of this attack?
Team Ground now sitting in very good position, locking up that 10th star as Slim Jim is able to funnel his bowlers into the core using a nice heal spell combined with the Grand Warden ability. He's able to get in, take out the front side Inferno Tower, get to the Town Hall, take that out, secure the 1st star, and then he's got some extra troops getting that 2nd star. Very nicely done. He's got some bowlers on the left, the Queen down here on the right, using that ability to go ahead and secure some extra percentage. Things looking really rough right now for the air team. Let's see what they can pull out in these last 2 attacks.
All right. Thank you so much, Powerbang. And so true. I mean, 2 attacks. 4 stars required. Otherwise, no chance.
Yeah.
So lots of, I'm going to use the word pressure on both of these attackers.
They're going to be walking back to Helsinki if they can't get these stars.
That's a long walk.
Yeah, it's going to be
2.5-hour bus ride.
Yeah.
That was a long bus ride.
Yeah, and it's like
especially with you.
4 degrees. Shut up. All right. Well, Team Air getting into the final 2 attacks. This is do or die. Who are you nominating to go to battle?
Looks like they're still discussing it right now.
Yeah.
Who's it going to be?
Yeah, it might as well be me.
All right, Super Finch. Who are you going to be attacking on defense? You got Great Lock or Lord Oliver?
Well, I can't attack Lord Oliver, so it's going to have to be Lock.
Oh, don't you love when life makes
right.
decisions for you?
This is
Very easy.
Super Finch.
White.
Oh, man.
All right.
This
So
thing
this
didn't
is
work last
this is all or nothing right here. So it's going to be the Great Lock he's going after. Did he say?
Yep. Even just 1 star keeps the minute for that final attack to try to get 3, but 2 stars is obviously preferred.
Yeah.
A high percentage too. Seen crazier things happen. So let's see. Lord Oliver obviously is the final raid boss. He's already defended 3 times. So if they can end up knocking out Great Lock right here with 2, it's going to set up an epic final attack.
Yeah. Lord Oliver looking about as confident as he did when he was rocking that pink hair.
Oh yeah.
Man.
That seemed a little bit too natural.
Yeah, you rocked it way too well.
Thank you.
All right. Well, taking a look at the base right now, Great Lock defended pretty well so far, and here it goes. We've actually got the Lava Loonion going down.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and see what happens, making its way down the bottom left-hand side.
And right, you just see the disadvantage of these air attackers.
Look how far the air defense are in there.
defenses are right up next to the
That's
town
brutal.
hall. And look at the skeleton traps all just pour out. Every skeleton trap set to air, every expo set to ground and air.
Gotta get the poisons down.
Air defense is right dead in the center. Critical placement of the air sweepers. It's been such a tough day for Team Air.
Yeah, it was pretty tough. The poisons went down towards the very end to try to clean up the archers and the wizards. The balloons actually are doing a really nice job.
Look at that Inferno Tower. It's
man.
up by just a hair. And those wizards are just going to annihilate now.
I actually think he had a chance right there, but the balloons, they got shot down by a lot of those Clan Castle defensive troops. 33%, that's rough. He has the king and the queen left, but he was hoping to use those to clean up the 50% and not have to do too much else. Double giant bomb!
Double giant bomb on the king. And yeah, again, look, you've still got 3 air defenses up even after this, and both Inferno Towers.
Oh, man.
I mean, right there, maybe to try to even things out in the future, true ground versus air, you can see that the advantage is going to be to the ground team should they take advantage of base design like the Great Lock did right here. You never see that on a normal base, to see that deeply embedded air defenses. And maybe you're allowed to vary up the Clan Castle. It makes this type of war a little bit different. I don't know, but that is tough no matter what. So credit out to Super Finch for doing his best there.
All right, 41% versus 2 Super Finch. Nice defense from the Great Lock on Team Ground. That's going to wrap up attack number 18.
Yep.
And we're about to get into the final pair of attacks.
Yep, that was tough. I mean, again, watching the base design set up, I feel like there's more of an opportunity for the ground guys to adjust their bases, knowing they have only air coming after them, versus the air guys being able to adjust their bases for only ground.
That's true, but you can't discredit how well Team Ground's played today. They've done an awesome job.
Every single attack has been solid.
Yeah, it's really been on point. And speaking of attacks, let's check out how many are left and what the score is right now for the Ground versus Air live stream. We've got 10-6. 1 attack left from each. Calvin, have you seen a 4-star attack before?
I was just going to say it. All it takes is 1 4-star, and this thing is tied up.
I'd say I've seen crazier things, but I don't know if I really have. And with that, we're going to take 1 final commercial break before we get into the last pair of attacks. But don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the Ground versus Air live stream.
I've seen Peter $17 4-star.
I don't know about that.
At least twice.
He doesn't exist.
Did it once 3 times in 2 wars.
Where is he?
He's your brother, right? ready to go? Ready to go? 2 more attacks. That's it.
All right. This guy next to me has had too many energy drinks as we get into the final 2 attacks of the ground versus air live stream. Again, I'm Chief Pat, along with
Galadon.
An excited Galadon. And yeah.
This has been fun. This is good.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Checking out the new Clash of Clans update. Plenty of new goodies that we've had on show today. Obviously, the Friendly War being the big new feature inside of Clash of Clans to match up with whatever clan you want.
Honestly, as long as I've been doing videos and as long as I've been playing Clash, this I feel like has been the most anticipated, hyped up update that I've seen since maybe the introduction of Clan Wars in general.
Yeah. Definitely, a lot of people have been looking forward to this for a long time to be able to pick out who they attack, not having to do crazy Excel spreadsheets to make it happen.
Exactly, the war weight thing is going to be made much easier.
Right.
Friendly Wars.
And plenty of other goodies inside of the update that we've touched on. Lots of balancing changes to the clone spell, skeleton spell.
The witch is back.
The witch is back. The witch is back. We've seen plenty of her today.
Clash with Ash is just like jumping for joy right now. The guy's over the moon.
Yep. And then also new levels to plenty of different troops. The bomb tower, which we haven't even been able to see too much of today, just because the miners really haven't been present in those spam attacks.
That's true. That's true. We've seen it blow up, but man, I can't wait to see it just blow up and take out a big group of troops. Maybe a giant bomb and a bomb tower.
Yeah. I think in the very first attack, we saw some hogs get exploded. But anyways, we have one final attack coming from Team Ground. Who is the final attacker?
That's me.
All right, MP Wonder got 74%, I believe, on his very first one. How are you going to wrap up this ground versus air live stream?
I'm actually going to do one last blow to my friend in Finland, Tuuli.
Oh, man, a lot of bad blood here between Sweden and Finland.
A little bit. It's a friendly rivalry.
Yeah.
It's a good thing, I think, you know.
Well, there's not too many smiles in the crowd when
I know, those guys look intimidating out there, I'm telling you.
All right, well, that's going to be it. MP Wonder is going to hop right into the final attack for Team Ground and one last chance to improve on what they've done so far.
Yep, a pair of jump spells down right away, making that path. Even before any sort of funneling, you see the jump spells down. Interesting deployment. We'll see how that works out with these bowlers on the outside, witches in the middle.
Yep, actually opting for the Giants over the Golem. Interesting right there. They don't hit a spring trap, which is nice. I feel like every time I play the Giants, they just instantly get destroyed by a spring trap. But already starting to crack through the bottom left-hand side, and the rage spells just make the bowlers go crazy.
Yeah, look at that mess. You see the witches just spewing skeletons, bowlers. There they go over the final jump spell into the core after the queen. The archer queen works as a magnet right there, and everybody just straight after the queen, and now that town hall is in big trouble.
Yeah, I think, I don't know how a lot of those bowlers got blasted down. There's actually a couple on that left-hand side. The queen still has locked onto the town hall before she got distracted by the skeletons. Pretty good shot at taking down that town hall.
Yep.
And already going for that second star for one last 2-star attack from Team Ground. They're consistent.
They are very consistent. And MP Wonder's first attack was just a work of art, so it's nice to see this second one go well too. And again, you know, Ground putting together a really impressive show, but obviously we're going to see a lot of attacks post-update, and I would imagine a lot of people using the new baby dragon.
Absolutely, so 59% going for 60 to cap this one off in style. Still has that archer on the very bottom, even if there was a quadruple giant bomb right near that wall right
away.
there. So still looking good, 60%. And yeah, that should be able to wrap up this battle as that archer shoots down
one left,
barracks.
hiding behind the the statue.
And there she is. She's going to get blown up right there. There might be one last one on that right-hand side, camping out, and let's see how long he swags out for the victory.
With every arrow, just a tiny barb into the backs of Team Air.
All right, more is going to blow up that
2%.
That poor archer. And a 62% final attack for Team Ground was a success. Very nicely done. Great attacks all day by Team Ground, and they definitely deserve everything they've accomplished so far.
Absolutely. 10 attacks, 10 stars total. Beautifully done. And just very solid attacks all the way through. So why don't we talk to Powerbang one more time about Team Ground's strategy.
MP Wonder doing a great job getting the second star there. However, not quite enough to set the best attack for the base, but what I did notice was when he's approaching the core, might have popped that Grand Warden ability just a little bit too early as they took a pretty big blow, but luckily the Queen had a full enough health bar that she was able to power through, take care of the skeletons under the Inferno Fire, and still take care of that Town Hall. A lot of the bowlers that did not go to the original funnel into the core, they did get that Wizard Tower taken out just in time, and they were able to, with the Witches and the King tanking here, able to pick up quite a few more percentage to go ahead and get that 60% 2-star. Nice work to the ground team getting those 10 stars. Let's see what the air team can do if they can get that 4-star attack to bring the war home.
Awesome. Thank you, Powerbang. And yeah, we haven't seen any dumb queen moves today. That queen clutched it out.
Yeah.
Needed her ability, but she got the town hall down.
She shot maybe a wall or two, but nothing too bad.
Nothing brutal.
Honestly. Usually on the streams, it's ridiculous. So
yeah,
this
it's
has
nice
been
to see.
It's been a pretty good day. All right. Well, with that, we've got one final attack from Team Air and one last chance to pull off the legendary 4-star attack.
That's right. All right. So who is it? Who's that last air attacker over there?
It's going to be
Okay, Lord Val. And who are you attacking?
maybe the Great Lock.
The Great Lock, okay.
Great Lock, all right.
Yep.
Let's see, they've got a 47% on Lord Oliver, 49% on the Great Lock. So hopefully trying to end this one on a high note, keep team morale high, and to see if they can close out, with at least a star against this final attack.
Exactly, I'd like to see them grab at least one, if not two. Again, gonna be tough. Bigger bases like this, not only a disadvantage to ground, but to air as well, just more distance to cover.
Yep, definitely. And speaking of distance, those lava hounds are gonna start flying across the map. Balloons and minions to follow. Just a classic lava loonion right here. No baby dragon to start destroying some of the stuff on the outside, holding on to the heroes to see when he might need them later inside of the battle.
It's just the mass of the archers, the wizards coming out of the clan castle along with those airbound skeletons. It's just tough to watch. So much to slow down those units as they head towards the core.
Oh man, those minions actually got a pretty nice chunk of that Eternal Tome ability. I don't think the balloon actually got too much of it, but the minions, they're still going to work right now. They're about to get on the town hall. They're targeting. Oh, they got it. Nicely done from Team Air.
Oh, nice.
Whew.
That was so close. Look, they just cleared out that core immediately after.
Yeah, I think they were targeted onto a clan castle troop, which is why it looked like they were attacking the town hall, but they weren't. So because of that, pretty easy breezy for the next part of this attack, just dropping the king and the queen, popping their abilities, and grabbing that second star.
Yeah, look at the king going after the wall rather than that elixir collector there.
Very
but
nice.
There's the second star. So nice to add 2 stars to the score here. Lord Val holding it out, keeping some respect for the air team right at the end. The Archer Queen, the last one left, she still has her ability. Grab a couple more structures.
All right, she's going to do the best she can to keep to make the game look a little bit closer. Obviously, those 2 stars are going to help out just a bit. And in all honesty, they were only 1 2-star attack away from keeping things tied up at 10. But keep in mind, Team Ground had a lot of different percentage attacks. They'd done such a great job. It would have been hard to catch up anyways. But nice attack from Team Air. But that does mean we have a champion.
That's it. That decides it. And there's the final score. Team Ground, 10 stars. Team Air, 8 stars. So super close, but Team Ground pulled it out. And there you can see the total score. Every attack has been conducted.
Yep, that is every single attack for Ground versus Air. We're going to throw it to Powerbang one last time to check out what happened during that attack.
Thanks, guys. Lord Val picking up the 2-star for Team Air, a much-needed star boost towards the end of the war. Didn't have a real targeted approach with the balloons on the entry, so they clumped up kind of a lot for him. A couple really nicely placed free spells kind of bailed him out here as the balloons pressed close enough to the core to tank for this large group of minions. They did get the town hall down successfully. Not the most percentage, but the heroes went ahead and cleaned up the 2-star. So that's going to do it for this war. But definitely had a great time. It was awesome meeting all the different clashers from around the world. Thanks to Chief Pat and Galadon for picking me up off the street onto the double-decker bus. Taking it back to these guys, it's been Powerbang, and I'm signing out.
All right, well, that does it for the Air versus Ground live stream. We've had a lot of fun today. Obviously, some crazy attacks, some crazy defenses, and things were pretty awesome. Team Air, I'm sorry it didn't work out for you guys. Got any last words for the crowds or any of your fans?
We'll be back.
We'll be back? All right. That's all you have to say. Sounds good to me.
And Team Ground, again, congratulations to you guys. Maybe it was the hair that did it, but well done attacks from every single one of you. And again, congratulations on a well-fought war. Well-earned victory.
Great hair, by the way.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much one more time for coming out, for checking out the Clash of Clans update live stream. Ground versus Air War was a lot of fun. Here, Galadon, Chief Pat, and Powerbang, we all had a blast. Thank you guys, everybody else for coming. Thank you at home for checking us out.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. We're going to be seeing the new Clash of Clans update coming out soon. You'll have a chance to play with it yourself, not just watch us play and do some crazy ground versus air attacks. So make sure you check that out when it comes out. And yeah, it was a lot of fun hosting it for you guys.
All right.